everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I hope you are having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. So today I have for you 18 things I have learned whilst being 18. You won't know, but it's actually my birthday tomorrow. I'm turning 19 and it's my last day ever being 18, and I'm so excited for this new chapter in my life. I have learned so many things whilst being 18 and I thought I would share them with you. So the first one is life is expensive. When I first wrote this point, I put uni is expensive, then crossed it out and put life, because through uni I have learned that there's so many other things that are actually involved when you become an adult, and it makes life so expensive. For example, like you have to start paying insurances, your car becomes really expensive, traveling all the time, you have to pay for food, like when you're at uni and stuff, and honestly it gets really expensive, so don't take that for granted if you are still living at home and your parents pay for everything. You don't have to pay for uni or anything like that. The next one is work hard, play hard. If you do work hard, you feel like you are more able to reward yourself by relaxing a little bit more and just letting your hair down and relaxing. The next one is save when you can. You never know what's going to happen, and you never know what little hurdles along the way will become quite expensive. So always save when you can. I found this to be a really good point, something I have used quite a lot when I was 18. Before, when I was 17, I was actually saving to go to England for when I was 18, and I saved quite a bit of money and then still had some over to buy my MacBook that I talked about in my last video, which I will link in the description box, a little self-plug there, but you know. So yeah, always save when you can. The next one is always be true to yourself. There has been a couple of things going on when I was 18, but I can thoroughly say that whenever a hurdle came my way, I was always true to myself and always did the thing that made me the most proud, I guess, for whenever the situation was. And always, if you are just being yourself, being true to yourself, I feel like you would feel the best out of any situation regardless. Next one is clubs will always be there. When I turned 18, I really just wanted to go clubbing all the time and experience what it was like, just to have a little bit more of a relaxing time. And when I came back from England, I kind of realised that wasn't for me, and I think it's really important to know that you don't necessarily have to always do things just because you're of age to do them. You can just like do them whenever you want to, and clubs especially, they're always going to be there. You're going to be able to go when you're 18, when you're 19, whenever really, so don't rush into anything. The next one is don't mix your drinks. After that we have treat yourself. Always treat yourself, because especially if you've been working really hard, you need a bit of a reward, and I always find that treating yourself makes you feel a little bit more indulgent, and having some luxury items makes you feel a little bit special. The next one is that I'm a really crap liar. This is something I definitely learned when I'm 18. I hardly lie, but when I do lie, it makes me feel really bad, and then I instantly want to tell the truth afterwards. The next one is drink water. Your body will really thank you. This is something that's kind of a goal for me when I'm like in 2016, and especially going into my 19 years. It's something that I've been doing quite a bit just this first couple of weeks in January, and it's making me feel a lot better. I also have a water app. It kind of records any glasses of water you had during the day. I will put the link to that in the description box. It's something I feel quite motivates me a little bit. The next one is laugh often. You never know what's going to happen, so if you always make the most out of any situation, I guarantee you'll feel a lot better about that. The next one is do what makes you happy. Don't do something because you're doing it for someone else. Always make sure whatever you're doing for you, and it's because you want to do it, and in turn that will make you feel even more happy anyway. The next one is, where did I get up to? Oh, hard work pays off. This is something I've noticed with being at uni when I was 18. I keep want to say this year, but it was actually last year. Is that when I really worked hard, I can actually tell that, and it shows through my results. And I feel like if you do that, it again makes you feel really like proud of yourself, and then you want to reward yourself anyway. This is all kind of interlinked. The next one is explore your own country first. This is something I didn't do. I always was going to England, and we went to other places as well, but I never really explored what was around me, not necessarily around where I live, but going to different places around New Zealand. There's so many beautiful places, I'm sure, in anyone's home country, and if you explore them as well as going other places as well, I think it's a really rewarding thing, and it's kind of cheaper as well. The next one is don't take snacking for granted. This is kind of a weird one. I bet you're thinking, why the heck is she saying this? And 18 thinks she's low much being 18. But if you didn't know, I actually have Invisalign. I've had it now for about 3 months, well, going on 3 months. And it means I can only eat and have my braces out 4 times a day. So that's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then like evening time, and I can only have them out for half an hour at each time. So it basically means I take them out, eat as quick as I can, then relax for a little bit, clean them, put them back in, and it's a quite like fast-paced thing to have to get used to. And I feel like before I actually had Invisalign, I would take snacking for granted. I would always eat when I could and eat as much as I wanted. So yeah, don't take that for granted if you are in that situation. The next one is, just because it's expensive doesn't make it good. When I was younger, I used to have quite a naive mindset, I think you can say, and I always used to not snub myself at cheaper places, but let's just say I wasn't always open-minded towards them. And I'm quite ashamed at that, because since going to uni especially, you learn that money is a really precious thing. You don't necessarily need to always have really labelled and expensive things. You can like pick and choose what you do. Of course there's certain things that are better quality, but you don't always need to have them, and I feel like some society might make you feel as if you have to, but you really don't. Just, you know, get what you want. If you like it, that's great. The next one is, be kind to people. I always feel like if you are kind to people, they're kind of kind back to you most of the time anyway. This sometimes, and that always makes you feel a really good person anyway. So if you do that, it makes you feel really good. Two last ones. The next one is, a pint of cider is different to a glass. I'm not going to explain that because it's quite embarrassing. And the last one is, be thankful for who and what you have. Like I have touched on, you never really know what's going to happen. So if you always make the most of any situation, just be really thankful for who and what you have around you. I'm guaranteed it'll make you feel a lot better. Well, that is my 18 things I have learned whilst being 18. It is my last day being 18, and I'm going to go meet up with my best friend now and enjoy my last day. Thank you guys ever so much for watching and for coming on this last couple of, well, I've been on here now for like 10 months, so thanks for coming along with me. So yeah, I will see you next video when I am 19. If you have enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next week. Bye!